just a quick video to show how I'm providing feedback for a class like AP Chemistry. As a lot of you know, I've gone gradeless this year, but when students are still being expected to sit a high stakes exam in May and we're all virtual, how am I giving that rich feedback that helps them get toward that goal? Well, let's see. So I just had students take an exam kind of over the aqueous sort of reaction situation, intro to redox, intro to acid base, and then kind of that initial thermochemistry stuff. And I've written out my own 118 AP chemistry standards in more student friendly language than the College Board, in my opinion. And so, what I've done with those standards is I have listed them out for this exam. So, I had two kind of large FRQs and then five multiple choice questions. And so what I've done on this document for students is I have aligned all of the questions with those standards. And so when I make this document, I just make one and then I go into Google Classroom and set it up as a new assignment. And I say, hey, this is your exam feedback. You need to review it and you need to update your standards tracker. So I'm having them track how they're doing on each AP Chem standard. They can get an M for mastery, a P for practice, or an L for learn. P means like you get the concept, you just need to practice more situations. And then L means basically you need to meet with me for 15 minutes and we'll talk about this. Like you kind of have some relearning to do. So I make this document, I set it up as an assignment in Google Classroom, and then I'm able to go into my Drive, go into the classroom portion of my Google Drive, go into AP Chemistry, and then find this assignment that I set up that is called Update Your Standards Tracker and Review Your Exam. I'm not going to open it because then you would see my students' names, keep their privacy, but it's right in there, and then I can click on each student. So then let's say I open up a student's, and then what I'm doing today is instead of writing if they got master on each one, I'm just going to say if I didn't write anything, assume you mastered it and put that in your standards tracker. And then if you need any sort of feedback, I might say, okay, P, I had a student convert out of grams into moles and then do the problem, the specific heat problem with moles, but they had joules per gram degree Celsius. So I was like, okay, that's probably a P. You get what to use, you applied it correctly, but you're still missing a couple things that I'd like to see. So I left that here. And I just typed in some short comments just to help them remember. And then I'm also using Mote. So I go in and make a comment. I have Mote as a Google Chrome extension. So you just click Mote and you say, okay, this was really good. You had one wonderful piece of evidence. Your other piece of evidence didn't really come from the data. So why don't you try and get a new one in there and support your claim better? Okay, something like that. That's something I might say. So I'm having students listen to my voice, which I think is nice because I try to be really supportive and give them ideas for what they can do and if they should meet with me. And then I only had to type this all out once and they get their own document and I think it's working okay. They've said they've liked it so far. So that's what I'm doing. And I would love to hear what you're doing because I want to try all of the ideas. Thanks, everybody.